Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Birds, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the Green Bay Packers taking on yet another NFC team, the Philadelphia Eagles. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They juked him. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession.
Did that totally surprise you after the meeting we had with the head coach this this week.
Well, he talked about being aggressive, but opening drive of the game to fake a field goal, that's very aggressive.
Yeah, you're right. I'm probably trying to act like I knew a little bit more there. He caught me off guard as well, but looking back on it, he did tell us in our meeting he planned to be very aggressive in this game, and there's a terrific example of it.
Credit Za'Darius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. On the move to his left, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
That was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The give is to Jones. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Given 40 on the run there, now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins, 45 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Rodgers now on first down.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Fighting to stay upright. Kenny Clark never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return, it's Rodgers.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Rodgers on the return.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try and run. Dillon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The kick by Crosby is good. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 15-8. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop it for a loss of 4. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Rager. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 54 yards. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A check down here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Hurts going to keep it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On third down, this is Howard. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.